Hi, I'm Matt from Educraft.org, and yeah, I shaved the beard again, Halloween costume. Um, and as you know, I've been doing the series on how Minecraft Redstone stuff, what those circuits you build in Redstone look like in real life. And I said I'd be getting into logic gates. So real quick, we're going to go over what logic gates are. Logic gates are basically ways of using circuitry to determine whether a signal is sent or not sent based on some sort of user input. Different logic circuits require different user input to either stop or start a signal. What we did last week could be seen as a logic gate. Basically, pushing the button allowed the signal to pass through. So it set things for on. When the button was down, the logic was simply on, yes. And when the button wasn't pressed, the logic was off, no. So today we're going to look at AND gates. So first off, let's build an AND gate in Minecraft. Now an AND gate is a system where the signal is only on if two switches, those can be levers or buttons, but they have to be something that either allows a signal to go through or stops a signal. If both switches, two out of two, are in the on state, that's the only time the signal goes through, which is why it's called AND, because that and that have to be on. So as you know, in Redstone, if you have a torch, it automatically powers things. But if you power the block the torch is on, the torch turns off. So I have two torches powering blocks, and I'm going to create a little redstone dust over a block and make it so that this torch is automatically not powered. So if either one of those torches are on, that torch is off. I'm going to add some redstone dust and put a lamp down. And while that torch is off, that lamp is off. Now I'm going to add some switches. So when these switches power that block, they turn that torch off. But if only one's down, the other torch is still on, which means that torch is off and the block is off. So as long as only one torch is down, that block is off. But if both switches are down, and I said torch, not switch, so if both switches are down, that block goes on. And once one switch turns on, that block goes off. So let's see what a circuit like that looks like in real life on a breadboard, which is something like this. I've gone over breadboards. Basically, instead of redstone dust, there's little copper things that form straight lines in each of these little compartments of 5. And you just hook components that have little pins on them, and you place them in the breadboard as a means of hooking all the components together. And that's what we use in real life instead of redstone dust if you're an amateur like me and don't have a means of printing your own circuit boards. Also in real life we need these things called resistors because we have power supplies. Redstone, you don't have to worry about power supplies, but in our case we need to actually hook some batteries up. And if we're using an LED, what we hook up with batteries is so much it'll blow up the LEDs, so we use resistors to limit the circuit a little bit. So you're going to see those on our circuit. This is our breadboarded AND switch. I turn the power on, and you'll see the resistor. I push one button, nothing happens. I push the other button, nothing happens. But oh, look at those two fingers. I push both buttons, and look at that, the LED turns on. 2 buttons on, only 1 button not on. That's the AND gate, a gate where where the signal is only sent if there's 2 switches in their on state. And if both switches are in their off state, or even just one switch is in the off state, then the signal does not go through. The LED is not powered and you don't see it turn on. Now in real life we need a resistor and we need a power supply. Redstone takes care of that stuff for us, but the concept is similar. Signal goes through. You have a means where the signal is stopped if either switch is off. Both switches are on, the signal goes through, and you see some kind of thing that is powered. In Minecraft, I used a redstone lamp. In real life, I used a LED. So that's the first logic gate, the AND switch. But what happens, what if you want it so that only one switch is on, well, that creates an interesting situation, not just in electronics, but also in logic itself. And we call those OR gates. And there's different kinds. There's the OR gate, the XOR gate, and the NOR gate. And so for now, next week, I'm going to show you the regular OR gate. So stay tuned for that.